Hi guys, you're watching GT channel. This is Miss of Pandaria Beta. So in this episode I'm gonna be overviewing all the glyphs that Rogue has. So let's start from the beginning, from the minor glyphs. The first one is Glyph of Tricks of the Trade. Your Tricks of the Trade ability no longer costs energy, but also no longer increases the damage dealt by the target. Glyph of Safe Fall. Increases the distance your safe fall ability allows you to fall without taking damage. With this glyph you can jump from even taller cliffs that you can find. Just look at this, I'm jumping from this high and I don't take any damage at all. Not even one damage. Absolutely zero. It's just crazy. Glyph of Poisons. You apply poisons to your weapons 50% faster. The original poison apply speed is 3 seconds, but with this glyph you can apply with 1.5 seconds faster. Guess it's quite useful when you need to fastly switch some of your poisons. Glyph of Pickpocket. Increases the range of your pickpocket ability by 5 yards. So with this glyph you can pickpocket your target even very far away. That just doesn't make any sense. How can you even reach the target with your hands? Glyph of Picklock. Reduces the cast time of your Picklock ability by 100%. So now with this glyph you can open any chests, any boxes instantly. Glyph of Killing Spree. Combat specific glyph. Your killing spree returns you to your starting location when the effect ends. Glyph of Hemorrhage. This is subtlety specific glyph. Your hemorrhage ability only causes lingering damage over time to targets that were already afflicted by a bleed effect. Glyph of Distract. Increases the range of your distract ability by 5 yards. With this glyph you can throw your distract ability from very far away without even coming very close to your target. Glyph of Disguise. When you pickpocket a humanoid enemy, you also copy their appearance for 5 minutes. Your disguise will unravel upon entering combat. This is one of the fun glyphs to have, because when you pickpocket the humanoid target, you copy their appearance and you become one of them. So this is pretty cool to have. Anyone who loves some kind of like a shape-shifting abilities or transforming into like other animal, this is for them. But when you attack any target, you lose this appearance. Pretty awesome glyph to have, to screw around. Glyph of Detection. Teaches you the ability Detection. Focus intently on trying to detect something. I'm not really sure what exactly this detection is used for. I was unable to detect anything at my zone that I was staying for. So you just press the detection ability, you can spam it over and over again and you try to detect something. Who knows what? Glyph of Decoy. When you vanish, you leave behind a brief illusion that very closely resembles you. This is one of the awesome glyphs, because when you vanish and there's a clone of you that stays on the floor with some kind of smoke coming from. That's very distracting in PvP. Guess it's quite good to use when you're like fighting someone to distract. If you want to distract him, you vanish and he gets distracted by your clone that totally resembles you. And the last minor glyph is Glyph of Blurred Speed. Enables you to walk on water while your sprint ability is active. Another useful glyph to have. It helps a lot in battlegrounds where there is water, for example like in Arati Basin, that you can run on water and chase the targets that you are chasing. So now we have major glyphs. The first one is Glyph of Vendetta. Reduces the damage bonus of your Vendetta ability by 5%, but increases its duration by 10 seconds. So now with this glyph, Vendetta ability loses 5% damage, but it gains 10-second duration. So now it has total 50-second duration. Glyph of Vanish. Increases the duration of your Vanish effect by 2 seconds. So now with this glyph, I'm gonna go into Vanish and I'm gonna have 5 second improved 1-ish ability instead of 3 seconds. Glyph of Stealth reduces the cooldown of your Stealth ability by 4 seconds. This glyph almost makes the Stealth ability spammable, so it has only 2 seconds. You can spam it over and over again. From 6 seconds reduce it to 2 seconds. Glyph of Sprint increases the movement speed of your sprint ability by an additional 30%. So with this glyph, now the sprint ability gives you 100% total movement speed increasement. So right now you are running at the same speed as your mount. Glyph of Smoke Bomb increases the duration of your smoke bomb by 2 seconds. When you cast your smoke bomb, now it can stay on the floor for 7 seconds instead of 5. Because this glyph gives you 2 more seconds of smoke bomb. Glyph of Sheaf reduces the cooldown of your Sheaf ability by 2 seconds. Original cooldown of your Sheaf ability is 10 seconds, so now it's reduced to 8 seconds. So now your Sheaf ability has 8-second cooldown. To me it looks like this is totally useless glyph because I don't see any difference from 2 seconds. Glyph of Shadow Walk. Your Shadow Walk ability also increases your stealth detection while active. So when I cast my Shadow Walk ability now with this glyph, I have a better chance to finding out some rogues that are hiding in stealth. Glyph of Sap increases the duration of Sap against non-player targets by 80 seconds. This glyph is totally made for PvE because right now you can sap your target for 3 minutes. That's just crazy. 3 minutes of stun for the enemies that you sap. Glyph of Recuperate increases the healing of your Recuperate ability by an additional 0.5% of your maximum health. So right now this is recuperation without this glyph, 3700 HP every tick. And now when I gonna put my glyph on, now I get 4400 HP every tick. So that's 700 more HP I recuperate with my recuperation ability. Glyph of Kick increases the cooldown of your kick ability by 4 seconds, but this cooldown is reduced by 6 seconds when your kick successfully interrupts a spell. So now my kick ability has 19-second cooldown, but when I interrupt the spellcasting, the cooldown becomes 11 seconds only. Glyph of Gouge. Your Gouge ability no longer requires that the target be facing you. So with this glyph you won't be seeing that annoying message that tells you that you have to face your target when you use the Gouge ability. So right now you can gouge your target from behind, from side, from anywhere you want. You can gouge him without facing him. Glyph of Garrote increases the duration of your Garrote ability's silence effect by 1.5 seconds. So with this glyph, now your Garrote ability silences the target for 4.5 seconds total. Original silence is 3 seconds only. Glyph of Feint increases the duration of Feint by 2 seconds. So now your Feint ability lasts 2 seconds longer. Instead of 5 seconds, it lasts 7 seconds. Glyph of Expose Armor. Your Expose Armor ability causes 3 applications of weakened armor. Going towards this MOP, casting my Expose Armor ability, and he gains instantly 3 applications of weakened armor and gets a armor decreasement by 12%. Glyph of Evasion increases the duration of evasion by 5 seconds. With this glyph you can use your evasion ability 5 seconds longer and the duration of it becomes 20 seconds total instead of 15. Glyph of Debilitation. Your Eviscerate and Envenom abilities also reduce the target's movement speed by 50% for 6 seconds. So now when I gonna be using my Envenom ability or Eviscerate, the target gets a debuff that decreases the movement speed by 50% for 6 seconds. Glyph of Deadly Momentum. When you land a killing blow on an opponent that yields experience or honor, your slice and dice and recuperate abilities are refreshed to their original duration. So first I'm fighting this MOP, trying to get some combo points. Gonna get 5 combo points. Gonna use my recuperate ability, and now recuperation has at the beginning 30 seconds duration. So now more combo points using my slice and dice ability, and when the enemy gonna die, all of those duration gonna restore back to their original form. So 30 seconds, they are restored back to the 30 seconds of duration. Glyph of Crippling Poison increases the chance to apply Crippling Poison to your target by an additional 20%. So when you are using your Crippling Poison on your dodgers, you have 70% chance to apply that poison on your enemy instead of 50 with this glyph. Glyph of Cloak of Shadows. While Cloak of Shadows is active, you take 40% less physical damage. So with the power of this glyph, you can take 40% less damage from the enemies, and of course this is the physical damage. Glyph of Chip Shot increases the duration of your chip shot by 1 second. With this glyph, now your chip shot ability can stun target for 5 seconds instead of 4. Glyph of Blind. Your blind ability also removes all damage over time effects from the target. So right now I'm gonna apply some dots to this target. Garrot, putting Garrot on, putting Rapture on, and now gonna use my blind ability. And my blind ability clears all the damage over time, so it doesn't break the blind. Glyph of Blade Flurry. This is combat specific glyph. Your attacks have a 30% higher chance of applying non-lethal poisons while Blade Flurry is active. Glyph of Ambush increases the range of ambush by 5 yards. So with this glyph, right now you can ambush people from this far away. You don't have to be very close to the target to use the ambush ability. And the final major glyph is Glyph of Adrenaline Rush. This is combat specific glyph. Your Adrenaline Rush ability also reduces the global cooldown of your Sinister Strike, Revealing Strike, Eviscerate, Rapture and Slice and Dice abilities by 0.2 seconds. So this was my overview of Rogue Glyphs. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.